were accompanied by restlessness, aimless running, occasional violence, but there was no evidence of organic causes. There was a university research by Christian Epperman of Texas A&M who has done research on the incident described the laughter epidemic as a case of mass psychogenic or sociogenic illness, a malady that has the capacity to strike in a variety of high stress settings. The stress factors among the school girls may have included the unfamiliar expectations imposed on the British run schools and the uncertainties created by Tanganyika's independence because people were already uncertain of what the future hold. But then I don't see the correlation in how the uncertainty of the independence as of 1962 then be them getting stressed to the point of getting contact with this laughter epidemic. But then, on the other hand, it sounds too good to be true. And on the other hand, people were citing in support of all kinds of things across the spectrum and contradictory things. Hemperman said, so I thought I've got to look at this again and see did this actually happen and what does it tell us about humor? Because then you get to find it difficult to differentiate between what is actually funny and what is actually the pandemic because there has been an existence of a laughter epidemic somewhere in the health. Why it did happen indeed, it doesn't tell us too much about humor. It's Hanoi Empelman who, when humor researchers use the Tanganyika incident as evidence of laughter being contagious. Truly, laughter is contagious. Even without the epidemic, without the endemic, without any of the illness, I can be laughing and just because I'm laughing, someone beside me too will also laugh. But within just a short period of time, probably within like 30 seconds and everything dies down. Psychogenic illness has all kinds of so-called nerve symptoms. He explains and laughter is just one of them. Yeah, like it spreads. Though the Tanganyika case is closed, similar cases of mass psychogenic illness occur among groups of people unable to extract themselves from a stressful situation. And this type of situation, the person has no power over the stress and can come up with no other response apart from probably laughing again. Such a person is more commonly young than old, female than male, and employee rather than the supervisor because these are people that are much more under pressure. Like they are much more under stress. Like that it is more in the young. The young is under pressure of trying to, bring something to the table. Female than male, female the responsibility of household and all employee rather than the supervisor. The employee is the one working under the supervisor, being given probably some kind of deadline to work with or some kind of minutes and time frame. It has to express itself bodily that gives the person a way to say, see, I'm suffering. Yeah, that is just literally what it says. Something is going on, and I'm not just depressed or withdrawn. That is an explanation given by Empelman. It wasn't just a group laugh. Rather than experiencing the same stress, people subconsciously copy a complex of symptoms of which laughter is just one. Hemperman recalls an instance from his time living in Lafayette, Indiana. Workers at the local DMV were exhibiting respiratory distress to the point that the building was repeatedly shut down and eventually relocated because of this kind of stress thing. When the environment was tested for contaminants, nothing was found after kind of research and tests to actually discover what went wrong. Nothing was found, and ultimately, the local media reported the case as some sort of mass psychogenic illness, as it has been projected to be. It was just a terrible work environment. Nobody wanted to work at DMV at that place and time. They had particularly bad supervision there. Just like what I said, these people are employees under supervisors, so they are prone to the stress and it is very, very difficult for them to just bring themselves out of it. They had no option. And these people, they just subconsciously found a way out of the situation that they could copy from each other. That is from the perception of Empelman. It's not just as crazy as one would think that the laughter epidemic was as dangerous and as contagious as that. But this laughter epidemic did really happen. It is as a result of some kind of MPI, and then it is what it is. It actually happened in the year 1962. It started in some kind of secondary school in Tanganyika, modern day Tanzania, that borders with Zanzibar and Uganda. There has been a lot and lot of talks about this Tanganyika laughter epidemic. research is still going on about it, maybe or maybe not, but then it really did happen. And with Hempelman's research on it says otherwise, and it says reality. But until then, I'll see you in the next video on another edition of history and what it entails. But until then, bye for now.